Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Barrett. I'm trying a new thing. Usually I just do videos on YouTube. I'm going to try to do this lesson for you so that you can have some kind of guidance. I hope you have your earphones like I requested that you have. We're going to be taking a look at the periodic table in my absence today so that you can kind of understand the things that I'm asking you in the assignment that you're going to have. So on Friday, one of the questions that I asked you as I was walking around stamping people's notebooks was for you to think and discuss with the person next to you, how many facts, right, do you think you could find out about any one of these elements just by looking at the box? And I believe one of your classes, so this is, of course, this video is specifically made for the goats and for lab rats, but of course, little Einsteins, I'm going to make this available to you as well as young neutrons. And I did ask this question to all of you guys. So my question was, how many things do you think you could figure out? And most people, I think the consensus answer in most of those classes was 3 or 4. So I'm here to tell you that that's a good guess, good hypothesis, but that is not correct. There are actually a minimum of 12 things that you can tell about any element on the periodic table just by looking at the box. So that's what this lesson is going to be about, and you're going to need that information. We're not going to get through all 12 of those things because I want to give them to you gradually. Plus, I don't want to overwhelm you, and I want to be able to go over this stuff with you in person. But just very briefly, we already discovered that on the periodic table, there are whole numbers in the box, and there are also numbers with decimals in the box. Okay, we've already established that. And we see that the whole numbers go from 1 to, well, on your periodic table, 118. I don't have the same periodic table as you, but as you can see, this only goes up to 114. So that should tell you something, big brain thinkers, that this periodic table must be one that was published before yours. Oh, yes, take a look. I know Jeremiah noticed this. He said our periodic table was outdated, and he said because it was published in 2015. Well, look at when this one was published. Can you see that? No, I can't get it focused. Let me see. 1995. Very old, very old. And this is why we see these blanks where you have elements that go all the way up to 118, right? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So now, since 1995, there have been other elements that have either been discovered or created in a lab. And we will talk about that. But anyway, right now, we're just looking at these whole numbers in the box. And what you should have noticed about the whole numbers in the box is that they go in numerical order. From 1, going from left to right like we write. Hydrogen is 1, helium is 2, and then we go right in numerical order. So I want to bring that to your attention because these elements are organized in numerical order by the number of protons that they have in their nucleus. So hopefully in Miss Ite's class or whomever you had for 6th grade science, I don't know if when you went to MacArthur, I don't know who your 6th grade science teacher is, but I know Miss Ite taught you about atoms, and hopefully whoever your 6th grade teacher was, if it wasn't Miss Ite, taught you about atoms. And you know that atoms have nucleus, and inside the nucleus are the protons and the neutrons. I'm sorry, the protons and the neutrons. Sorry, my dog is distracting me, and then my house just came in the house too. That distracted me too. But carrying on, I'm not pausing. We can push through. And so protons is how these are arranged. So clearly, hydrogen must only have 1 proton because it's the first one. Helium has 2 protons because it's the second one. Sodium has 11 protons because it's the 11th one, right? When we count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it has 11 protons. So one of those 12 facts that we want to write down is the number of protons. But before we do that, let's write down the ones we already know. We're going to write, and you can write this on the back of your periodic table. We are going to write 12. Looks like that is not dark enough. Let me find something that's darker to write with. Yeah. Oh, let's turn the light off, see what that does. Does that make it better? 12 facts about one atom of any element on the periodic table. "12 facts about one atom of any element on the periodic table." Okay, fact number 1. This is very obvious. We already figured this out. Number 1, the name of the element. So the name of the element is, of course, the word in the box. Could you grab me a pen? This is a video recording and I can't pause it, so could you just grab me a ballpoint pen from somewhere? No, I didn't. I didn't say anything. Yeah, Jeremiah. I did say his name because this is something that he discovered in his observation in class the other day. No, I'm not live, but now this is going to be forever recorded and on Schoology with us talking. That's okay. And that's hi, Jaden.
You said a pen?
A pen, P-E-N. Word, the word in the box. Okay? The other obvious thing, Captain Obvious, that we figured out, number 2, is that red? Blue or black? Thanks. Or even if there's like a skinny Sharpie somewhere. Is that one right? Because sometimes these go out. Bro, I can't. Okay. The symbol. I hope this pen doesn't go out, y'all. That would be tragic. Oh, that's better. The symbol is the letter or letters in the box. And we know that it's always going to be, the first one is capital. Okay, we got that? So we got 2 of the 12 facts. We already had figured that out. This cord is in the way. Move that. We already figured that out last week. So let's see if we can look at number 3. I already told you about number 3. Number 3, we said the number of protons. Okay? And again, the number of protons, and you need to write this down as your notes to your notes. You remember me talking about that last year, how you have notes to your notes. The number of protons, these elements are arranged on here by the number of protons that they have. Again, iron is number 26 because it has 26 protons. Okay, so the protons, the number of protons is the whole number in the box that is not in parentheses. Or in brackets. Remember, there are some that are in brackets, right? Okay, so the number of protons is the whole number in the box that is not in the brackets. Okay, so let's look at an example. See if you can find, I don't know, what's one that y'all like? Gold. Find gold. I'll be like Dora. Can you find gold? Very good. It's right here. Remember that? She used to just wait. That was just the craziest thing to me. Okay, so here's gold, right? Y'all see it? Hey, you, come back here with my gold. Hey, you, why you snatch my gold chain? Hey, you, give me back my gold, right? That's gold. And notice the whole number in the box for gold is 79. So what does that tell you, boys and girls? Are you saying it? Are you standing on your feet and saying hands, eyes? Yes, that means that gold has 79 protons. You got that? Get it? Got it? Good. Capiche, caposh. I hope you got it. I hope I don't need any more wait time for that one. All right, on to number 4. The fourth fact from the periodic table is the atomic number. The atomic number. Now let's use some big brain thinking with this one. We know that these are the 12 facts about one atom of any element on the periodic table. So when we look at the periodic table, and we've already said that it's arranged by the number of protons. The number of protons. We know that, let's go back to iron because you know I love me some Tony Stark. We know that iron has 26 protons. That means one atom of iron has 26 protons. We see here, carbon has 6 protons. That means one atom of carbon has 6 protons. So now when we go to this number 4 fact that we're talking about, and it's the atomic number, the atomic number, what do you think that means? Think about it. Atomic number. Give you a minute to think about it. Get an answer in your brain so that you have time to think about it without me giving you the answer. Or you can pause this and think about it and then unpause it. The atomic number, that means what number atom it is. Okay? So that would be like this, you know, those student numbers that you guys have. Have you ever wondered how you got that student number? It tells what number student you are in Southfield Public Schools. So if your number is 1038426, that's how many, think of how many students came before you for your student number to be what it is, right? That is your student number. I wonder who student number 1 was. How old do you think they are? You think they're still alive? Student number 1? Based on the number? Based on your student number? What the heck? Right? So the atomic number tells what number atom it is. So let's go back to the periodic table. Zinc. What atom number is it? Well, let's do something that's not all the way to 30. Let's do something where we don't have to count a lot. Okay. Let's go to oxygen. So to get to oxygen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see, oxygen is atom number 8. It's atom number 8. You get it now? See how that makes sense? Oxygen is atom number 8. Copper is atom number 29. Gold is atom number 79. Let's find another one we like. Platinum. Yes. Platinum is atom number 78. Calcium is atom number 20. Do you see? It's what atom number it is. And what else did you notice? Did you notice something? You should have noticed something. What was that? Did you say that you noticed that the atom number or the atomic number is the same as the number of protons? Did you say that? You are correct. The atomic number is also the whole number in the box. It is the same as the number of protons. The atomic number. is the number atom the number, how can we say that? The number of the atom on the periodic table. You know now periodic table is PT, I hope, on the periodic table. It is the whole number in the box. So it is the same as the number of protons. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Oh, you know what? There's something about protons that I didn't tell you. Let's back that thing up to right here, to number 3. The number of protons is the whole number in the box. Let's put an asterisk next to protons so we can put some more information about protons, okay? Protons, let's put it down here. Protons are particles in the nucleus that have a positive charge. Okay? Think about it. Protons. Pro. Doesn't pro mean you're for it? People that are pro-life, pro-choice, pro-black, you're for it. It's positive, right? So the proton is the positive particle in the nucleus. All right, let's go to number 5, the 5th thing. And now I'm going to say it is the number of electrons. Okay. All right. So let's look at 1 through 4 real quick. Name, that's obvious. Duh. The word that's in the box. Symbol, that's also kind of obvious. Duh. The letters in the box, with the first one being capitalized and the other ones after that are lowercase. Then number 3, the number of protons. And we see an asterisk, so that means look for an asterisk. And there it is. Protons are the particles in the nucleus that have a positive charge. Okay, so we can find out the number of protons by looking in the box. It's the whole number in the box that is not in brackets. Okay, and we know that the elements are arranged by how many protons they have. Okay. Next, the atomic number. The atomic number is the number of the atom. So the first atom is going to have the atomic number of 1. The 45th atom is going to have the atomic number of 45. The 118th atom is going to have the atomic number of 118. And that's how that goes. And we see that that is a whole number. And it does happen to be the same as the number of protons. Now, the number of electrons. Now, let's put a double asterisk next to electrons. So that means we need to look for a double asterisk down here. Electrons are particles. Ooh, let's see who is psychic or who has some big brain thinking here. Particles in the nucleus that have, guess what? They got a charge too. What kind of charge do you think they have? Bzz, electrons bzz, have a negative charge. Okay. Why is that important? Well, I'm about to tell you. If the number 5 of the 12 facts is the number of electrons, you need to know this little important piece of information. An atom itself has no charge. An atom, say that one more time for the people up there in the cheap seats. An atom itself has no charge. So think about this. If an atom has protons, which has a positive charge, and an atom also has electrons, which have a negative charge, but the atom itself has no charge, what has to be true about the protons, the number of protons, and the number of electrons? Rubs fake beard. The protons and the electrons are equal. Because when you have a positive and a negative, what happens? Cancels out. Neutral becomes neutral. You know this. A positive and again, I got one positive and one negative, neutral. 2 positives, 2 negatives, neutral. 17 positives and 17 negatives, neutral. So the number of electrons is the same as the number of protons. Because atoms are neutral, which means they have no charge. Okay? So you have 5 of the 12 facts right here. Should we do 6? What y'all think? Yeah, let's do 6. But we're not going to do 7. I'm going to give you half of them. All right, so let's do number 6 because that's pretty easy. And we noticed number 6 already. Number 6. Number 6 is the atomic mass. What do you think that means? Atomic, the atomic mass. I smell your brains. I hear those brains clicking and thinking. The atomic mass means it is the mass of the atom. The mass of the atom. How massive, but not as massive as a low taper fade. But how massive the atom is. That's what the atomic mass is. So the atomic mass, and some of y'all called it. You called it when we made our qualitative and quantitative observations of the periodic table. You said, I think that number with the decimal, I think that's a measurement. I think that's the weight. Well, it's the mass. It's the mass. Okay? So the atomic mass is the number with the decimal. The decimal. Or in brackets in the box. Okay? So the number in the box that has the decimal or the number with the brackets is the atomic mass. And since it is a mass, it's a measurement. What do we know about all measurements? Yes, you are so right. They have units. So the unit for an atom is not grams. We dealt with grams last year and milligrams and kilograms and all of that stuff, right? It's not pounds. Because, atoms are very, 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 very small. So atoms have their own unit. And they weren't very creative when they came up with the unit for atoms. The unit for the mass of atoms is very simply atomic mass units. Isn't that boring? That's so boring. And we just abbreviate it by AMU. So when we talk about the mass of an atom, like when we look at hydrogen, and look at hydrogen, and this is shortened. You see how long that number is? I don't know what it is on your periodic table, but this says 1.00794. we're going to shorten these numbers to 2 numbers after the decimal. So we're going to the hundredths place for all of these atomic masses. So instead of putting 1.00794, the atomic mass of hydrogen would be 1.01 AMU. You have to put the unit. Let's look at, like, for carbon, 12.0107. So that would be 12.01 AMU. Has to have the unit, AMU. Let's look at sodium. 22.989. What is that third 9 going to do to that 8? Make it round up, right? So the atomic mass of sodium will be 22.99 AMU. But then let's look at oxygen. 15.9994. What's this third 9 going to do? That second 9 rounded up. So the atomic mass of oxygen would be 16.00 AMU. So you have to be careful. You have to be good at rounding for these. Yes, it matters. Yes, I will be looking. Yes, I will be deducting points if you don't do it properly. But you know how to round. You just have to take your time, pay attention to detail, and follow directions like you have to do with everything. All right. So we have 6 of our 12 facts. You have everything you need to know in order to complete the assignment that I'm leaving for you on Schoology. You can always rewind this, hopefully. I'm going to try to upload it. I hope I didn't waste my time making this whole video and then I can't even upload it to YouTube. So we will see. However I have to present it, however I create a link for it, but you can rewind it as many times as you need to understand. You can take more notes. That would be great. And just go be great. Read and follow the directions on the assignment. And I'll see you tomorrow. Well, actually, I'll see you later today because I will be in the building later on today on Monday. I just won't be there in the morning. Okay? So have a great day. Enjoy your lunch. I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.